MrBeast isn't gonna lose. If you're unaware of the things that have been happening, I'm gonna try and give a recap. There's just so much to go into that I can't really talk about in this video. I'll do my best. Over the last month, Chris Tyson, a former MrBeast member and ex-best friend of Jimmy, was exposed for having extremely inappropriate and disgusting behavior surrounding minors. This includes Twitter conversations and even private Discord servers with thousands and thousands of leaked messages that are just really gross. This, of course, caused the MrBeast brand to part ways with Ava, trying to separate her as much as possible from the company. There was also some accusations that MrBeast knew about this the whole time and that they've been trying to protect Ava for years. As this was happening, a former MrBeast employee came out with an exposing video on the brand as a whole, detailing all of their shady and outright illegal behaviors that the MrBeast team have been doing for the last few years. This includes illegal lotteries, faking most of their videos, and having these really scummy marketing tactics towards children in order to manipulate them to buy more product. Dogpack404, the creator of this exposing video, also just recently announced that he's going to create a second expose video that is supposed to pack an even bigger punch, so we'll see what happens with that. Of course, on top of that, accusations came out about the MrBeast Games, which is a game show hosted by Amazon that has allegedly really unsafe filming conditions where people are getting hurt to the point where they're breaking their bones. There are people who are not given enough food or given the wrong food due to dietary restrictions, and the inability to give contestants clean underwear. This story has gotten pretty big and has broken into the mainstream with like the New York Times and other articles talking about it a little bit. There are literally hundreds of videos about each thing I just mentioned. So if you don't know about it and want to go more in depth, I will link a few of my favorites. But recently, to everyone's surprise, or maybe not, MrBeast uploaded another video without having addressed any of the allegations. Immediately, I suspected a huge amount of dislikes because this is crazy. To all the people aware of the situation, it's wild that he's doing this, or maybe not. That he could just post a video and get away with it. But of course, it's the #1 on trending. It's outperforming some of his last 10 videos. And even if there was a giant amount of dislikes, it still has like 4 million likes right now. Since the release of this video, people have been accusing him of deleting comments, which you can definitely tell is happening. There is a lot of censorship going on in that comment section. And even the amount of dislikes for the video is actually being questioned, with Keemstar showing us the real numbers being like around 20,000 dislikes compared to like 3-4 million likes, and an extension saying that it has over 2 million dislikes. I'm more inclined to believe a larger amount of dislikes than just 20,000, but because of the way that the algorithm for that third-party extension works, the numbers could totally be off. But as this has been going on, it's been becoming a little more clear that the number of people who know about this situation and no longer want to support MrBeast is far smaller than the number of people who don't know about the situation or don't care enough to stop supporting MrBeast. On top of that, a lot of the people who know about this probably already didn't really like MrBeast or watch his videos. It seems like most people online that I've seen talk about this already kind of had a distaste for MrBeast's videos. Most of his fan base is also younger than 14, so I don't really imagine them watching commentary YouTube. So with the people who do know about the situation, which going off of the most popular videos about everything is 10 to maybe 15 million people, which is a huge amount, but it's nowhere near 300 million, which is just insane. To put into perspective how big 300 million is, I think there's like 350 million people in the US. Like, he's almost as big as the whole country of the United States. Even if comparatively the number of people who know about the situation and the number of people who don't, addressing everything that's been going on about the illegal lotteries, about the dangerous working environments, faking everything that you do and taking advantage of children is important to at least mention, at least be like, nah, I don't do that. Like, do a little bit of like, put a little bit of work into that, because trying to sweep everything under the rug like he's doing is just incredibly shitty. Just fucked up. However, I don't think this means that MrBeast is going to lose anything. Unfortunately, he can get away with this. Again, his fan base is younger than 14. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Even if a couple million people stop watching his videos, they can easily be replaced by an army of 8-year-olds. The views he's getting, I don't think brands are ever going to stop working with him. And I don't think YouTube's going to do anything about it either, because they're making so much money off of his videos and just continue to allow him to do whatever he wants. As for the Amazon game show, because it's targeted towards children and because it's MrBeast and his brand is so big, I don't think that it would be canceled. However, there are those mainstream articles coming out about it, so maybe something will happen with that, but again, I kind of doubt it. Essentially, the people who know about this probably weren't already watching MrBeast. The people who know about it and don't care are probably 14 or younger, and the majority of people probably just don't know about this. I genuinely believe that this whole thing is going to fizzle out. Commentary YouTubers are going to try and milk it to the highest extent possible. I'm guilty of that too. Until this controversy blows over. Then MrBeast will just be on his way. And maybe from time to time people will mention do you remember when MrBeast was in a bunch of hot water and then nothing happened? As depressing as that sounds, I don't think that that means we shouldn't care or have talked about it. Although it feels and kind of is a bit hopeless, I think that there are some people who are making a change, even if it's just a few million people, because apparently that's a small number. Dogpack404 and his latest video could be the change we need, including maybe if more MrBeast employees came out and talked about what he's been doing. But for now, it seems like all we can really do is wait, I guess? I don't know. I'd love to know what you guys think about the situation. Do you think that MrBeast can lose? Because honestly, it really seems like he's too big to fail. But that's just my thoughts.